Hello. How are you guys? It is Friday night. I cannot believe it's Friday night, actually. Friday night, December the 6th. Yay! I have to give a shout out to the creative gang over at Creativity for Everyone and Keisha for posting a happy birthday to me. Thank you very much, dear. And then everybody that posted as well. I appreciate it and that you thought of me. I had a nice day. I actually was a little scatterbrained though, so I need to make up the ABCs that I was supposed to do yesterday morning. I just totally forgot all about it. Went swimming, did a bunch of stuff, and then had a beautiful supper and evening over at my mom's. Cooked me a turtle cheesecake for lunch, or for my birthday cake. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yummy. Hello, Miss Sharon. How are you doing, hun? We are having such nice days and beautiful sunsets, hey? So I'm Lori LaRose. I live in Rocky Mountain House, Alberta, Canada. And I've been a Stampin' demonstrator for 22 years. And I have no makeup on, I see. Whoopsie. Oh, well, there it is. Yeah, so I started swimming a while ago. And today, this week, I learned that I was not kicking quite straight as I should be. So I've been working on this, if this is my back feet, and I'm kind of doing this right now, trying to get rid of this that I was doing or something. Anyways, the person was like, go fast, like kick fast. And I can't keep up with my own self. I can't keep up with my breathing. So that's why. Anyways, it is cocktails and cards tonight. Most of the time I have tea, and usually diluted, double extra hot, whatever, like, but it's because I don't really get a chance in the one-sided conversations that I have. The girls make fun of me because I lose lots of stuff. That would be my puppy dog. It is a little chaotic in here, so I'm going to do a little cheater one today. I'm going to pop you down here. And sorry, my dog's not an indoor dog, so I'm not really quite sure what he's doing in here, but I'm thinking they might bring him in here to boot. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to pop you down. And so I have, there's a whole bunch of company and stuff over at my house. Understandably so. My father-in-law passed away last week, so we actually are having his funeral service tomorrow, and so people are arriving and visiting and having all that fun stuff. And I love doing this, so I'm definitely doing this because this makes me happy. Same as yesterday for my birthday. A couple of the girls were like, what? You came to do this? And I'm like, yes, because I like doing it. So I made cards over at the Columbus house. Actually, not cards, ornaments. Hold on a second. I'm going to go grab it. I put it on my tree already. Okay. So that was a little bit dangerous because there's a whole bunch of people out there. Anyways, we made these ornaments yesterday, a little crew of us, and they are in a new set. There is free shipping on December 9th, 10th, and 11th next week. And this is something you should pick up because it's really good. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you. So yeah, so this is really fun. You get the hoops, you get the little piece of paper, you get all the stuff. You do need a hot glue gun to stick these guys on. And I found a little hint for you if you don't hear me saying it again. You're supposed to tie the ribbon, the gold here, and then again at the top, and it slides all over the place. So since we already had a hot glue, I said, let's just put a little tiny dot here and there. You kind of see it. I do know that you kind of see it, but not really, right? Do you know what I mean? And so, but that keeps it sturdy because otherwise it's really, really weird. But anyways, these are really pretty. There's 9 of them in a case. I think they're $34. I'm not positive of that right now. And like I said, free shipping next week. So grab a hostess code for me and shop for loyalty rewards at the same time. And enjoy. Okay, so I talked about sunsets. This was a take on a sunset earlier this week. Beautiful sky. And then some fun. I love this sophisticated skate. And then just this pretty paper. So all sorts of stuff clearing up. Okay, grab your old catalogs. Now I know this is not really an old catalog, but it will be old in just a wee little while. And I know that it's supposed to be the other way. So if you have an extra old catalog, if you're a demonstrator, you really probably have an old catalog. If you're one of my customers in your local say, Lori, what a great idea. Will you give me more? You can also grab a magazine from wherever as well. Hi, Connie. How you doing, hun? And so we're going to take an old catalog. Most of them are this way. I'm going to give this a try this way and see how it goes. It might not be great, but we'll see. I'm going to leave this on, but we're not going to use the first page and the last page. And we're going to make a little tree. And then because my house is chaotic and crazy, I will leave you with a very simple thing to do over the, what do you call it? But look, you get to see the inside of the catalog at the same time if you haven't seen it. And I really think, let's see how it goes. We might need to trim a whole bunch more. Let's see. So you fold this down. And so fold it in half, kind of, right, down to there. And then you're going to take this piece and come back over again and fold it to the half again. And then, okay, so on a regular catalog, you would just have a little tiny, tiny diamond on here. And then you can just tuck that in. This guy is awfully big, which I'm not surprised. So I'm just going to trim this here, and we'll see how this goes. This should be a point, though. Maybe I'll have a new, oh no, it needs to be neat and tidy. Okay, hang on a second. I'm just trying to think here what I should do. Because when I do this, this should have stayed at a point. I'll do this, a point to there and a point to here. There we go, maybe so. And then you turn it over and you fold this up to the line and you're going to put it inside there. And just by pushing this, you can pop this inside. So I have a few, again, if you have the other orientation of this catalog, it works just that little tiny bit better, but there it is, okay? So then you flop that open and you do it all over again. So again, to here, get to see Sarah. And you know what, I bet you, as much as I'm doing it very cash, probably the neater you do it, the neater the guy is, right? So do that. And then fold it over again. And you're neaten it up to the line. And really why I want to leave it is because everybody's starting to drink. So this point here, I don't think I can pop it in here, right? I think it'd be weird. Get this over here. Yeah, it's way too wide. But on your regular one, you have this nice little point way up closer. Okay, so I just need to cut off and then cut up and cut this way. And I'm just cutting it so that it's a little bit more of a point, okay? Fold this over and then fold this up. And I want to pop that in. So poke this and this will fold nicely inside of here. And then fold that over. Okay, and I really don't know where I should be cutting this that I could do it at first. So I will just continue to fold and fold. So what are you guys up to for the month of December? Aside from now making a whole new list to shop, free shipping on December. A whole bunch of us are like, rats, we just put in our orders and now they come up with a shipping. Which I have to say though, at least this time they gave us a couple extra days. Usually I have just shopped on the Sunday and they're like, free shipping today. Actually, they tell us on Monday for Wednesday usually. And this week they're like, no, we'll tell you now. I don't know why this one's further up, but okay. So I've seen a few people with our Canada Post still being on strike. A whole bunch of people are wondering, well, now what should we do? And I've been so busy changing cards from regular. That's been my challenge all month. So I'll say this. Continue the challenge this weekend to be making Christmas cards, quote, quote, from non-Christmas sets. But instead of saying that they're Christmas, say that they're use some sentiment so that they become winter, okay? And that way then, and I think it does really help if you fold it over and give one fold here. And then when you poke this, then that folds up there nicely. Yeah. So yeah, I would continue to do that. People are doing thinking of you, and such. And if you're wondering, we do the whole magazine, I think. I understand. So I'm kind of curious. We'll see how long it takes me to do this and see what it looks like. I'll maybe show it up at some point here. And I'm not using a bone folder, and I feel like I'm okay with that. I don't know that for a fact, but again, folding it over. If you're just coming on right now, we're making a little Christmas tree, actually, out of our old magazines. And you just you pop this little crease so that you can pop that guy in there. Has anybody gone and grabbed one? Are they working with me right now? I think that would be a good idea. Hi, Keisha. All right. So the one people that I saw this from, who the heck did I see it? I don't think I really know the person very well. I'm looking forward to actually, so I earned the cruise. Well, I'll keep calling it the cruise because after 20 years, for the first time, I earned the incentive trip by being a super seller. And then I was like, whew, that was hard. So I was like, now I need to sleep. But then the next year, after the year, I was like, oh, I got to see if I can do it again. And so I earned the trip. I call it the cruise, but really it's a trip to Disney World. And I'm hoping that I get to meet a whole bunch of more new people because I got to meet others. There was about 450 of us on the cruise. And I don't know if there's only about 5 something that actually earn the trips. Less than 1% of all Stampin' Up! Demonstrators around the world earn the trip, actually. So it's kind of cool. But anyways, whoever I learned this from, she was doing it with her team. And they spray painted it. I was like, why was I telling you about that? Other than I like to give credit where credit's due. So I'm kind of really thrilled. I absolutely have a cut line here. If you're folding this the same way as me, then I definitely have that cut line on that one. And that's kind of fun. What was I going to say? I have no idea what I was just saying. Oh, they spray painted it. So some of them are gold. She had pink spray paint. I think she had red, pink and red and silver. And honestly, I actually think I'm going to like all the colors. Like I don't think I like the idea of spray painting them. I didn't look closely at them, so I'm not totally poo-pooing it. But she linked it to a YouTube channel of how to do it, basically, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. Except I have an extra cut because of our... So most catalogs, have their binding the other way, right? Like this is an oblong, so it makes it interesting, but that's okay. So it's definitely taking me extra time to cut. Let's go with that. Oh. I may have cut that too short now. That's okay. I'll show you how far it's going along here right now. Next week when I come on, looking at this berry, it reminds me, I'm going to make... Hi, Anne. How are you? You have been in my mind. I have to touch base with you and say boo-hoo-hoo, hello to you. Okay, let's see how this is looking. Look, isn't this going to be pretty? I think it's going to be really, really nice. Okay, I'm just going to keep on going. What was I saying? Oh, it is kind of nice to see all these things again. So this is a stamp paper, rather, sorry, maybe it's not the paper. Maybe it's that ephemera pack. There's new ephemera packs coming out. There's new celebration stuff coming out next month. So much stuff. And yeah, now this would be nice because there's this gold on here. Kind of sad because the gold's going to get cut off, but so I'm not being super precise, but I am being kind of precise. And because of that, I think it's turning out nicely. I don't know how precise we have to be, but and I think I'm wondering, how you can batch things. If I cut them all at the same time, if that would make things go faster. I'm going to do 2 in a row here and see if that makes any difference in a second. Right now, I'm going to do it. So have we met the halfway? I don't think so. And I think that you need 2 catalogs to make them be... Look, all the pretty stuff is getting gone. It's kind of making me sad, actually. So you fold and then fold again in half. matching up, and you're just going to the edge. And when you see me folding it, you see how I'm having to kind of crunkle it in. Okay, I'm gonna now fold this guy over without doing that extra cut thing and do another one and see if I can speed this process up a bit. I'd like to finish it for you guys, and I'm not sure how long I chose to do this one because it would take less time, but now that I'm a completionist, it might take a longer time. So yes, earlier this week while I was swimming, I made the mistake, should I say, of asking for help with my stroke, with my swim. And they're like, well, you need to straighten your legs, Lori. And I'm like, oh, I knew it. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. And so, okay. And it's hard. And it uses so much more leg, which means so much more air as I'm swimming down the length. I'm like, oh, I'm running out of air. And then, so I really thought I was doing a good job, actually, honestly. And the young lifeguard's like, I said, so how are my legs straight? Am I good? He's like, not really. I'm like, not really. Okay, you guys just have to drink every time I turn a page, obviously. I'm not losing anything because I got nothing to find. This is no fun for this night. I knew that my mind really wouldn't be on making a card. But, like, I don't know if you can hear all the noise out in my house, but I can. All right, so I'm just going to fold that. Again, most catalogs have a different orientation. Do you know what I mean? So that you're not cutting like I am having to cut. It just folds in beautifully. It's just because this one is not the right shape. And that's okay. I'm showing you how to adapt. These are the ones that I always have extra of because I buy extras. Possibly if you ever signed up, you might have extra old catalogs. And I'm finding that I'm cutting out these pieces generally. But again, touch base with your demonstrator and me, hopefully if that's me, and see if you can't get extra catalogs from them, because probably most of them have, and they don't know what to do with them. They'd be thrilled to share. And also old magazines. So you honestly can go grab any of your old magazines and give a go. Okay, so now I'm going to cut all of these guys. Look at me speeding it up now. Now I'm cooking with bacon. If Connie's still watching, she'll be like, cooking with what, Lori? Bacon? All right. Fold. And I will show you again the progress. And then I still have so much. I won't be able to finish this because it's kind of boring, I think. And I've run out of stories to tell you. I could tell you a few stories, but it'd be weird probably. All right, I'll show you where I'm at, and then you'll see the finished later this week. I also have to come back with my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, but you're starting to see what's going on here. Hey, there's the tree, right? Isn't that pretty? Hi, Nancy. I think that's going to be very pretty. All right, I'll do a couple more because now you can really see it. So at the end, and I think I could pull it out now, you take off the thicker front and back. I'm not positive that you should take that off, but it definitely works as the cover. If I take that away, you'll see more of the tree. And then I am assuming, so if it is not, I would glue this here, obviously. I believe it's going to make a whole tree because it's already pretty thick and I'm only halfway through. You do want it to be very thick, but I think it's going to be very pretty, hey? Do you like it? If you think that's kind of a neat idea and you're starting to go dig out a catalog, hit like and let the other people see, because home decor is always a fun thing, right? And I'm thinking for your craft room for sure, or this would also be one thing that I could probably do with my ladies at my older senior homes as well. Oh, this is going to be pretty. Again, it's kind of sad. I'm finding, so I wish these catalogs were the other way. All the color is here. I think it would be folded over anyways, so it's probably not the end of the world. And of course, half of the color is also folded to the inside edge. So it's kind of interesting because all the color that I want is all happening. It's all hidden. I'm in the middle, so I'm only halfway there. So I will not finish this today with you guys, but I will fold one more, and we'll see where it's at. Go ahead and have a drink with me. All right. Pretty. Okay, so I'm going to cut these 3 again. So again, for the millionth time, I am loving that this line is exactly where I want to cut along. And then I'm just cutting this one just to make it easier to fold into. So that one doesn't need to be as, you know, neither of them have to be precise. Turning it over, folding it up to the end line, and then opening this up and tucking it in. So I needed to cut it off because I have so much more. I'm not sure. I'm going to suspect. I don't even know what to speculate where I would normally cut it if I went to my cutting machine and just cut a big chunk so that I didn't have to do it every single time. I'm definitely liking cutting 3 at a time through the thickness. I'm having no problem at all cutting through 3. Could probably even cut through about 4. Going back and folding them all seems to be not a problem. Coming through to that halfway point, and it seems like there's no problem popping over that. And then again, if we should show how thick, I guess I'm trying to say, how bushy, we'll know that I have half more to go. And then I think you can just really give it a good squash. And so, well, okay. So if you wanted it to be, can you see? Actually, okay. So the gal talked about using 2 catalogs to be able to have a full tree. And actually she might not be wrong, because this looks like a quarter of a tree. So she said a half catalog would be one that you'd put up against the wall. And you definitely would glue this piece. You might even glue like a piece of cardboard to this to a piece of cardboard. The one nice thing though is that if you just paper clip the one side, it would be like the old days. Remember when we used to have showers and we used to, you know, like baby showers, and we always used to have those fold out, what did we used to have? Like balloons for sure, and the baby carriages and stuff, and flowers, you know, just like this. And then we would do, woo, and it would open up. But yeah, I guess actually, as much as I can pretend like this is half of a tree, and it's not bad, but it is pretty, it's not quite as bushy. So yeah, I probably will use 2 catalogs to make one, and that's okay. All right, guys. So again, one last time, I've just been folding the page in half to the border, to the edge. Initially, I was going right tight to the edge. I found that as I was folding it, it's bunching up a little tiny bit, and I didn't want that. Taking the piece of paper, folding it over again. Because our catalogs are this weird orientation. If you're using a regular magazine, you're going to have a nice little neat point just like this. You'll basically fold this essentially here and pop it in. I could probably have done that, but no, I don't like any of this. So then what I've been doing to get rid of some of this stuff is just I cut roughly across the bottom, not any big deal, because I'm going to cut it all off right here and then here. And if I want, I could even cut that again. So then I come back in because of that extra step, and you're going to fold each individual one, fold it up, fold it in. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Does everybody's getting that, hey? And then you just keep going, and you'll have a nice use of your home decor. Hi, Brenda. All right, I'm going to leave you with that tonight. I'll be a little bit short and sweet. A little star option at the top, or a little angel. You could do a few different things with that maybe. I'm thinking she used pipe cleaner at the top. I don't know. I'm just looking. I've got like wreaths. I'm wondering how many stars we have that might also work at the top. And I don't think you want any extra accoutrements on it though. And there you go. Isn't that going to be pretty? So that's about how thick I would have it, being about a quarter way through. And it'd be standing up. I hope you get to see what I'm saying. Anyways, all right, gals. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy either going and getting your Christmas tree or maybe making some cookies. Do find yourselves a stamp set that is not designed to be a Christmas card, and pull it in for a fun little Christmas card. This is the garden set that is on an amazing sale, by the way. Garden Meadows. Highly recommend you pick it up. Don't, excuse me, don't buy the bundle. you want to buy the stamps and the dies separate. They come to about $33 here in Canada, like 19 and 14 or something like that. And the gate is from that. So this is a garden set with some stamps from, actually from In the Grove. Oopsie, I used those stamps. And then this guy here is from Peaceful Evergreens, I think it's called. But the gate is the whole premise of that guy. And there you have it. A super fun Christmas card from summer. And then what I am thinking is we're going to pivot because we might not end up sending out as many Christmas cards here in Canada. So you can just pop on a, here's a hugs and kisses. hugs and nothing, but a hugs and kisses, or like a thinking of you. Was this kisses on this one? Is this his other piece? No. But anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. All right, gals, guys, I will talk with you on Monday. We'll be live at 8, and it'll be great. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and thank you for hanging out with me today. Sorry it was a little bit weird, but I really do love this idea, so I don't regret that. Thank you for the hearts. Take care, and I will see you all on Monday night again, okay? Bye-bye.